Why conflict? Where does it come from? Let's zero in on actual people and offenses. Like any good problem solving, specifying what the actual problem is and where it is coming from is the first step. So what about our example in the introduction? The employee, we'll call her Kaylee, who felt demeaned when her boss, we'll call her Lori, seemed to dismiss and almost laugh at her idea in the meeting. Kaylee needs to remember that the symptoms, Lori being dismissive, are not necessarily the problem. When you have an aching back, you can take some painkillers. But until you address the issue causing the pain, the symptom will probably return. So the first question to try and answer is, why is Lori relating to Kaylee differently? Putting it another way, why is Kaylee feeling hurt by her boss, with whom she has gotten along well and who has always given her stellar reviews? In general, Kaylee and Lori enjoy a solid working relationship. They don't socialize after hours or even have lunch together except for work functions. Lori is married with kids, a few years older than single Kaylee. But they get along. Then there's Sam, another of Lori's direct reports. He's hard for Kaylee to like, overly chatty and jokey. But he gets his work done and is never offensive or inappropriate, so she tolerates his dad jokes. We need to remind ourselves that having problems with someone is not an all or nothing experience. It's not a choice of cherished confidant or nameless stranger. The quality and level of our relationships exists on a continuum, as do the challenges in those relationships. Some people may irritate us a little bit. Others we really enjoy, but only up to a point, and then we need a break from them. We seem to be able to communicate clearly and easily with some people at work, while there are others who we don't get, and they don't get us. Coming to the point where we understand one another takes a lot of time and effort, and sometimes doesn't seem worth it. Within the context of work relationships, we may have a colleague who becomes a close friend we enjoy spending time with outside of work. We probably have coworkers we're not close to, but we work together well. Sometimes a colleague or a supervisor or someone we supervise rubs us the wrong way because of our significant differences in personality and communication styles. And then there are those we either actively dislike or have a past conflict that continues to cloud our relationship. Finally, and hopefully they are rare, there may be people in the organization you don't feel safe around, or with whom you have serious differences about important things. You might choose to minimize your contact with them. If at all possible, these people should not be in a direct reporting relationship with you. If this is the case, work to make changes until you can honestly say that you have a positive relationship with all of your supervisors and supervisees. But even the most positive workplace relationships can be fractured by a temporary break in the relationship. Maybe not a complete break where you don't relate at all, but clearly tension, mistrust, or hurt has come between you two. What causes such fractures? Number 1. Misunderstanding and miscommunication. Probably the most common source of challenges in workplace interactions comes from simple misunderstanding and miscommunication. Mishearing, literally not accurately hearing what the other person said, and misinterpreting the message they intended to send are the reasons so much training in communication and active listening is foundational to workplace functioning. One of the best ways to avoid this type of